Good afternoon and welcome to Nightly News. I'm Sophie Diaz.
And I'm Andrew Montana. Today is Friday, April 26, 2024.
Yeah, guys, I'm here at the intersection of Orange and Central in downtown Orlando, where about 12 hours to the T this time this morning, shots were fired.
After a very close presidential race, the election results are in. According to the Associated Press, Donald Trump has been elected as the 47th president of the United States after defeating Kamala Harris. The Academics Health Science Center was honored with an award by the Association of Schools Advancing Health Professions for its hands-on student learning. There are also scholarships available for international students. For more information, be sure to check out ucf.academicworks.com. Now let's take a quick look at our 5-day forecast as we've got a lot to talk about. Our temperatures are currently looking like Lakers basketball, the way they're peaking in the 80s, but throughout the week, throughout the next 5 days at least, we've got 88 degrees with the exception of Saturday, that's tomorrow, where we're looking at 87 degrees. The National Hurricane Center says a low pressure area could form next week and eventually become a tropical depression. Thank you so much, Nick, for that weather forecast. But now it's sports time. After the break, we'll look at where UCF stands in the National Baseball Rankings.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Now that's all the time we have now for basketball. Let's do one of these around the world, shall we? Magic. Let's take a look at some footy. This week, we've got 8 clubs in the NWSL who qualified for the playoffs, including our very own Orlando Pride. Now, Jeremy, I don't know about you, but when I stepped outside this morning and that cool, crisp breeze went through my oh-so-long hair, I personally loved it.
You know what that means, right?
What does that mean?
It means that holiday season is right around the corner. I feel like they've already started playing George Michael in the stores.
Ooh, I got one.
It's time.
No. But with that being said, let's check in with our weather anchor, Giovanni St. Cyr, and see what he has to say about current conditions.
Now that's all the time we have for right now. Thank you all so much for joining us. And remember, you can always keep up with us during the week on our website, thechargenews.com.
Thanks for watching.
Welcome, everybody, to Addition Financial Arena here in the heart of Orlando, Florida. It is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon in the 407 as the Cincinnati Bearcats come to town to take on your UCF Knights. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andrew Montana. Welcome to the UCF pregame show brought to you by UCF Athletics, the Nicholson School of Communication and Media, and Hitting the Field Network. We've got a lot to talk about today. We've got the stats. We've got the storylines. We've got very special interviews with regards to this game that tips off at 7 o'clock p.m. in about 30 minutes time on CBSSN, so don't forget to check that out. All this and much, much more on the other side of the break, so don't go anywhere because the UCF pregame show starts right now. So, Ben, I already alluded to it, but who do you got for us today?
You know Keyshawn Hall. That's my boy, 6'7", scorer, 3-level scorer, can do it all, really put the world on notice, and is starting to find some consistency in his scoring as of late, coming off a 20-point performance, had a 40-point performance on the road against Arizona State. He's a guy that can piece it together in any way that you want it. I love the way that he's doing it, and where he's going to need to have a big one today.
Yeah, I agree. And personally, something that I've seen grow on his end is his body control in the air. He's taking a lot more contact, absorbing those plays in the paint. Love to see it, especially out of our leading scorer for the team. Second highest score in the Big 12, by the way, behind West Virginia's Javon Small.
Dari Barrera trying to float it over, and she does. A beautiful goal by Barrera, getting over the defensive Barrera. And Daniela Herrero Miralles for the second goal for Laverne. What a play. Look at that. Fending off the defender with her left, floating in at the perfect angle. That's just textbook. As we approach the final 10 seconds of the clock, and it's going to be a penalty favoring Azusa Pacific. It'll be Corey Cunningham, the junior attacker from Rancho Cucamonga, California, heads off the post. Miranda Graham secures the block, and it's going to be a goal saved by Laverne. Long shot won't go. And what a way to end the quarter for the Leopards. Azusa Pacific 3, Laverne 2.
Open 3. Armstrong gets it to go. Draws first blood.
Just like that, the microwave is aligned.
And there it is.
Turner Armstrong, I've been waiting for it all night. And that should be able to get this Coolidge team going, because he is a difference maker. Chance to win the state title.
Corner 3, Armstrong. His second from the same spot. Final 20. Bears down by 1.
The poise from Turner Armstrong to be 0 for 3 in the first half of this game, to come back and knock both of his three-pointers down. I'm telling you, this kid can absolutely light it up from behind the arc.
800, 4 days of competition, and it was my best performance I've had. Bailey Miller's ability to kill the way she does from the backcourt is nothing short of invaluable to this Sun Devils offense. I mean, in company with strong side and weak side hitting, that is some of the best in the Big 12. Her backline hitting just provides a third dimension to this Arizona State hitting line. On the other side of things, Arizona is bottom 4 in Big 12 kills, assists, and hitting percentage, in addition to blocking mistakes that I mentioned earlier. So not only do I think Bailey Miller and company will thrive in Tucson tomorrow, I advise you to expect it.
Veteranship will play a huge part in the contest tomorrow down in Tucson. Andrew, thank you so much for your time.
What separates good wakeboarders from the great ones isn't the waves they make, rather the noise. And in late March, Arizona State's very own Wake Devils hosted some of the loudest wakeboarders in the country as they traveled to the Bartlett Flat shoreline to compete in the 2026 Cactus Classic. And as competitive as the event was, for a while it was just that, an event. Ideally, team captain Nick Hoskins could spend the time building up to the Cactus Classic to practice. That was not the case.
It's a lot of e-board meetings. We do a lot of talking. We got to get here early, find a big enough campsite for everyone. As you can tell, it's huge.
Speaking with the e-board is one thing, but it's up to club president Logan Greger to breathe life into the outcomes of the group's meetings.
I have dozens of spreadsheets, but thousands of lines of code behind them, watching all of our finances and logistics and stuff to keep track of this. So there's quite a bit of work that goes into it.
The ins and outs for the Cactus Classic were as rough as water trailing a boat. Too great a task to manage without some kind of assistance.
Yeah, it's a lot of work setting up. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. So I mean, we get a lot of help. It's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it.
Organizing an event this big with so many moving parts is one thing, but once you feel the pull of the rope and your board hit the water, it's time to hold on for dear life.
So while you're trailing the boat's waves, the judge aboard is scoring you with a system that ranks each criterion on a scale of 1 to 10.
Scoring wise, how that stuff works is it's the trick you do basically, and then how well you do it. So you get points for the complexity of the trick, and on top of that, how you execute that trick. So style points is basically how I would say it.
Scoring-wise, Hoskins and Greger did great, winning 2nd and 3rd place respectively in their events. And after the two Wake Devils received their awards, the day faded to night with the sun setting over the western cliffs. The shoreline's light went from rays to bulbs, concluding a long day on the water. But in the words of the Wake Devils, same time next year. In Phoenix, Andrew Montana, Cronkite Sports.